go. We've got a new face coming up to the microphone. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Grace Atkinson.
Hear me? Yeah? Now is your moment to tell me that you can't hear me. So, yeah? You want it louder? Louder? Simon says no? You can just stand and then they're just jamming. Right guys, I'm gonna play. I'm gonna sing. No, I'm not. I'm gonna read two poems. Two quite short poems. Listen, thanks for doing this for Boyega. What the Wilhelm scream is? Yeah? The Wilhelm scream, it's a stock sound. So it was used, first done in like the 50s, and it's so old that it doesn't cost anything to use it in films anymore. Which means it's in like rare films, like hundreds and hundreds of films. And once you know what it sounds like, it's in Tom and Jerry a lot. But it's in Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, all of them. And once you can hear it, you can't like unhear it. Okay? It's a poem called Watching Pulp Fiction. This morning I was having a conversation with a therapist I know down in Bethnal Green, and he was telling me how with a lot of his patients there is a difficulty in finding or accepting love because of a previous experience of pain. And I think when she told you that night she didn't love you anymore, actually what she was doing was telling you about pain, maybe a pain that she received from someone else perhaps a very long time ago under a completely different circumstance. And when the actor Sheb Woolley first screamed the Wilhelm scream for the 1951 production of Distant Drums, he was portraying what it is like to be in pain. I guess his scream was an interpretation of the pain experienced when being eaten by an alligator, which was then to become an interpretation of the pain experienced when being shot in the leg with a bow and arrow, which was then to become an interpretation of the pain of being gripped by a giant irradiated ant, and of the pain of being flung by a soldier ape. Perhaps Sheb Woolley's scream is an interpretation of every pain ever felt, of the history of pain, of what we talk about when we talk about pain. And I think love can be the most difficult thing to acknowledge, because then you have to acknowledge the pain too. And if she had screamed that night, I think it would have been a Wilhelm scream, in that it would have been a scream that is a portrayal of pain. A pain like being thrust into the air by a malfunctioning flamethrower jetpack, or like being sucked into a flesh-dissolving portal, or like being tossed into an army of orcs. A pain that has been played out over and over, perhaps since a very long time ago, under many completely different circumstances. A pain that has been played enough times for it to become hard to decipher, hard to identify the original pain. And if she had screamed when she told you that she didn't love you anymore, I think it would have been a pushed out of a stolen car scream, or shot by a pirate and plummeting into the sea scream, a hit by a tree branch while riding a cheetah scream, a knocked off an Oliphant by Orlando Bloom scream. A scream that has been screamed in over 389 films and yet is as distinct distinctive as a stormtrooper falling off a space shuttle, or as when John Travolta accidentally shoots Marvin in the head. One more, just really short one. Alright? Sonnet, it's 40 lines. 15 seconds. Boy, ain't gonna like this one, but it's never gone anywhere, so no one's seen it. It's called A Sonnet in the Words of a Boy Who's Telling Me About His New Air Max 97s. I asked my dad if he could buy me these because Luca from the year above has the bit of blue and he's well good at football. I love the red tick on the tongue the most. When you've got fresh ones, people look at you like, I bet that guy's got FIFA 18. Do you know what I mean? And they all ask what you're up to or if you can play out. So when we used to go to Spaghetti House after school and I had my old ones on, I'd get embarrassed because the floor's so white and my crep would look dirty and you feel like people are looking down at your feet, thinking your dad don't go work or something. Thank you.